Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee, your the co-host Raina, but let's see what's going on with her today. Raina, what is this? What's this all about, sweetheart? What's going on here? You ready to go on your vacation? Are you ready to go? Huh? I think you're thinking of a different kind of vacation than what I'm thinking of. She heard me say that we'll probably see some holly in the woods on our vacation. And I think she heard that as Hollywood. So it's kind of been going to her head lately, the way that everybody, always asks about her. And she knows she's very popular on the channel. So she's thinking that if she goes to Hollywood, she'll get the same kind of fame there. So, yeah, we'll see, Raina. I don't know about that. You do look very pretty. And the glasses are, that's definitely you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not on our vacation, sweetie. Not this vacation. Yeah, we're going to the woods, not Hollywood. Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right. Anyway, what I have for you today is a tag. It's not Tag Tuesday. We're all off schedule because of the holidays, which is fine. That's how it goes. But I just thought I'd pick up, the next, what seemed kind of logical for a tag. And that is the end of the year book tag. Seemed like a good time to do it since it's almost the end of the year. This tag was created, it says, some years ago by Ariel Biscuit. I was tagged recently by actually two people. Let's see, got that written down here just to be sure I get the right people. Yeah, Debs at Rainer Reads Stuff and Stuart at Stuart Griffin. So yeah, let's see what we can do with the end of the year tag. So the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? The short answer here from me is no. There's really nothing that I need to finish. However, I am reading the book Tampa Heat by Thad Diaz. I've showed that several times on my channel. I don't have it right here at the moment. It's out in my reading area. Now, this is an excellent mystery. It is part of a series. So now I need to read the series. So that I do need to do. But even if I finish it before it's actually 2025, which I made some really good progress with it, I'm still going to count it as my first book of 2025 because I've already announced my favorite books of 2024. And I want to give this one, Tampa Heat, a really good shot at being a favorite. So there you go, my first book of 2025, and that will be whether I finish it this year or not. So question number 2 is, do you have an autumn book to transition into the end of the year? Well, again, the short answer is no. But my autumn reading was absolutely incredible. I had some really, really good months within the past 2 or 3 months. I mean, the whole year was good, but just some real standouts in September, October, November. I could have just done a category called my autumn books with favorites and bests and honorable mentions and all kinds of things. And I'm sure, there would have been plenty of material there to talk about. So question number 3 is there a new release that you're waiting for? And I'm going to say no, not a new release, but I do need to work on some of the series that I've begun. So my first book shopping for 2025 will probably be related to series to see if I can, kind of fill in some of that. Maybe get some of them at the library too. But, those will be the first books probably that I bring into the house that aren't here already, is something that I would really like to read to continue on a series. Now, the Logan Walsh series, which is what Tampa Heat is a part of, the series is about a firefighter. His name is Logan Walsh. There are 4 more of those in that series to read, so wouldn't mind getting hold of those. The Giver books by Lois Lowry, that's another series that I would be interested in continuing. Just a little spoiler alert, The Giver was one of my top books for 2024, and there are 4 in that series. They're all short, so I would probably want to purchase them as the collection all in one edition. And I would also like to make more progress on the Beartown series by Fredrik Backman. I need to read Us Against Them and The Winners. So those are the next 2 in the series. I already read Beartown. That was one of my October books. So now question 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Well, it's a bit late for that question. 103 days left in the year. And I usually don't read a book in a day. So there you go. But I will answer it this way. There are 3 books that I wish I had time for in 2024 and are not yet on TBR for the new year. So let's see if they get on the TBR for the new year. So see why this is a good tag to do? First, More by S.A. Cosby. I read my first book by him in 2024, and that was Razorblade Tears. I loved it, and I look forward to these 2, which are in my collection, but again, not on a TBR yet. One is this Blacktop Wasteland. The other is All the Sinners Bleed, also by S.A. Cosby. So, yeah, definitely those. Next is Camino Ghosts by John Grisham. It's the 3rd in his Camino series. See what I mean about series? Mr. Grisham doesn't really write a lot of serialized stories. I read the other 2. First one is Camino Island, and the second is Camino Winds. I think I read both of those in 2023, I want to say. I knew this one was coming out this year. It came out, I think, over the summer. And now I own it, but it still needs to get on a TBR. So again, yeah, that's what I'm saying about series, you know. And then lastly, I really wish I had time for Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Malinda Lowe. Now look at the decorations on this thing. It's won quite a few awards. It's won the National Book Award, the Pulitzer Prize, the Stonewall Book Award, and also this is Youth Literature Award. So, yeah, this is a book about a same-sex couple in the 50s, and it is a highly acclaimed book. So you know it's on a banned list somewhere. But it still needs to get on a TBR for me, and it will. So if there were a 13th month in the year, this would be my TBR for that month. Question 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Well, for what it's worth, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, I have named my top books for the year already. And I'll put a link to that video below. So again, the short answer is no, I don't think a book will shock me and become my favorite book of the year. But I am shocked about 2 books that didn't make that video or list of favorites for 2024. It was close, and I thought about bumping something else even to add one or both of these to the favorites list. But in the end, no, it was close, but no, just didn't happen. These are The Sisters Brothers by Patrick DeWitt. And the other is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. Now, if you remember, I spoke a lot about those 2 books on my videos throughout the year. I really like them. I gave them both 5 stars on Goodread and that kind of thing. But they just didn't make the cut. And that kind of surprised me on the one hand, but it also shows what a great reading year it was for me that, 2 good books like that did not make it on the final favorites list. So question 6, have you already started making plans for next year? Why, yes, of course. And this tag is really a big part of it, actually. I'm going through all of my books, bringing anything I don't want to keep to the Goodwill or to the little free library. I've got my TBR set for January, but I have not talked about it yet. Yeah, I will do that video, obviously. I've got a buddy read coming up in January. I've got a buddy read in February. I've got part of February's TBR already started and organized. And I also will continue with the band book reading, those discussions and reviews. And I already have some of the books I want to read for that, kind of selected out, at least in my mind, if not written down somewhere. So yeah, I'm ready for 2025, another bookish year. And I hope it's a good one, as good or better than 2024. And I'll be very happy with that. Raina, I don't know about Hollywood, but we'll see. You're doing good on the channel, so you're very popular. And I know everybody appreciated you throughout 2024. You did bring some joy and some laughter to us. So thank you for that. And I did want to say just one more thing before we part ways. And that is that Donna, my partner, has opened up an Etsy store with her pottery. It's all handmade, hand-fired, glazed, painted, fired again, all designed by her. So these are great pieces. All are unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, and you can find those on Etsy at DC Ceramics Designs. There is a link in my About page, on YouTube, and I'll put a link in the description as well. So thank you so much for watching.